my belly. Yay. You stand up. Oh, oh, that's so close. Oh, never mind. Anyway. So, I wanted to go through these tools so you can see the tools that I bought for leatherworking. So you're going to see this part of me for a minute, just while I grab the tools. This is the tool trug I made, which I made out of scrap ply, and I'm going to put a video up on how I made it, so it might even already be up. So the tools that I bought for leatherwork, if you go and check out Primo Leatherworks channel, you will see his recommended tools. I didn't buy all of them, partly because I was really limited on money. So I only bought some of them, and there are other things that I'm going to have to save up for. So some of the things that I have to save up for are kind of important things for leatherworking that you should definitely try and buy at the beginning. So here's one of the things I bought. It's a hole punch. This one's a silver line. I think this is about £8, which is not bad. Basically, it has these little cutters. I don't know if you can see that. Probably not. Oh, look. Yeah. So it has these little cutters on a wheel, and you can goes down from what 2 mil all the way up to about 5 mil. And you can basically cut holes out of your leather. Square. So I've had this for a few years because obviously I use it for woodworking and what have you. I think this was probably less than a tenner for sure. I need to get a hide hammer, which is like a softer, it's like a little mallet. You can get rubber mallets or plastic mallets, or the hide ones are just made out of like raw hide, you know, animal bits. What I'm using at the minute is this nice restored hammer. I was doing some leather carving, which you may have seen on Instagram. Basically what I did was I used a hammer, I used a screwdriver, a little tiny screwdriver, and I used a nail. And what I did was file the end off the nail. I used that like a punch, basically, tapping the leather and compressing it. And I did the same with the screwdriver. I just did it along the edges like that. So normally you'd wet the leather, but you can see, yeah, it still marks. Yeah, it still marks. All this. Yeah, it still marks the leather. Yeah. I got some waxed polyester thread. That was an eBay purchase, and it's been fine. It's okay. I think probably what I really want is some more colours, so I will get some more colours of that. I got some of these calipers. So they've got a little screw thing here, and this is for marking a stitch line on the edge of a piece of leather. These were like £5. £5 on Amazon. This is an edging tool. Now, this one I actually bought from a leather supplier because I didn't want to risk getting a crappy one off of eBay, and it's actually quite good. So what make is it? It's a craft tool one, and they make tools especially for leather, so it's fine. It does the job. Here we go. This is an awl. AWL, so it's basically a a pointy thing that you shove through the hole when you're stitching leather. I got a couple of those, they were in a pack. I did get those from eBay because basically they're just pointy things. You don't really need expensive ones of those, so that's been fine. I haven't had a problem with that. I think it was £3 for 2. So I got a set of these stitching pricker outers. I got a set of these stitching prickers. That's what they called it. So this kind. Put that up there. See that? Oh, now can you see that? It's like a big spiky fork. These ones are 3mm, and I wish I'd got 4mm. These were cheap as well. These were, I think these were like £6, if that, for a set of 4. They range from ones, single pointy bits like this, up to six prong like this. And basically, I have a piece of leather here. Hold on. There. So here's my thingies. Here's my calipers. So I will. Okay. So calipers. So here's my calipers. You run one point along the edge, and then the other one marks the leather. So you can make a stitching line, and you know it's exactly the right distance from the edge. And then these, you line them up with your line you marked with your calipers, and then you whack them with a hammer. Yeah, I haven't gone all the way through, but you get it. It just makes the kind of pricky line there. This is just I was just practicing some leather carving. It's just a practice piece. So the other things I got were, I got some Eco Weld leather glue. So when you're stitching leather together, you need to glue the parts around the edges and then stitch. Stops them moving around. It makes it a better, holds the leather together better as well. And I also got some dyes. There you go. And this one. So what's that? Phoebing's dye. It's basically, if you watch any YouTube videos, almost all of them will show Phoebing's dye. So that's what I got, because it wasn't necessarily any more expensive than other things. It was just, you know. You can buy cheaper dyes on eBay or other shops. I just didn't want to mess about with it really. I just remembered I already had some beeswax, which you can use with a bit of water and edge the leather, make it shiny. It kind of darkens up, and then you can polish it with these burnishers right here. We had that because I think we made some beeswax wraps at some point. You know, they're kind of fadsy kind of kitchen things. Instead of wrapping them in greaseproof paper, you use this. But you know, save on cling film, save the planet. Well, not the bees though, they still suffer. But yeah, that's what this is. I also got some veg tan leather. Now I got, hold on. Okay, I also got some veg tan leather, like this. It's about 3mm, 3.2mm thick. It's obviously too thick to make a wallet out of or anything like that. But it's pretty good for leather carving, which is what I wanted to have a look at. Although I didn't buy a leather carving knife, a swivel knife, and I didn't buy any stamps either. So I kind of, although I bought the leather to do the carving, I didn't buy the tools to do the carving, and then I you know, you buy the bits and then you think, oh, I haven't got the right bits, have I? But I've managed to work out a way to practice without actually having the tools, and then of course I will buy some of the tools that I need. And there's a video on that. In fact, I'll put a clip of that video in here so you can see what I've done. What I really need is to get hold of some thinner leather. I'm still probably going to dye it myself. I will pick up some veg tan regular thin leather so I can make some wallets. I have to use veg tan because it's because I'm allergic to chrome, so I can't use chrome tan leather, which is a bit weird for somebody who wants to work with leather, but you know, I'll work around it, I'll work it out, it'll be okay, I'm sure. Well, I'll let you know, you'll see if I f it up, but you'll know. Right, what am I going to do now? I've got videos to come up on dyeing leather. I'm gonna do, you'll be able to see me as I mess up and fiddle my way through leatherworking. I think that's everything. Until next time. So I'll see you again. My name is Matt. This is Matt Making. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Nice to see you. I love you. Okay.